It is foretold that a daughter will be born to you in Siofin, but her existence will bring about a great tragedy. The bloodshed that will follow her will be unlike anything seen before in the country. 3 renowned heroes will lose their lives because of her.
Once upon a time in the land of Ireland, there lived a man named Brendan O'Sullivan. Brendan was known far and wide as a kind-hearted man with a generous spirit. He lived a comfortable life with his wife, Siofin, in a cozy cottage nestled amidst the rolling green hills. They were content with each other's company, but their hearts ached for the laughter of children to fill their home. One day, news spread throughout the village that a wise soothsayer had returned to the area. Stories of the soothsayer's accurate predictions and mystical insights intrigued Brendan, and he felt a stirring within his heart. He longed to seek guidance from this wise seer. "Siofin, my dear, have you heard of the soothsayer who has come back?" Brendan asked his wife one evening. "Yes, I have," Siofin replied. "They say he possesses great wisdom. Perhaps he can offer us guidance." Filled with curiosity and hope, Brendan decided to seek out the soothsayer. He made his way to the soothsayer's dwelling and found the wise old man sitting by a crackling fire. "Good day to you, wise one," Brendan greeted him respectfully. "I come seeking your guidance." The soothsayer, whose name was Oisin, looked at Brendan with piercing eyes. "What troubles you, my son? What guidance do you seek?" Brendan hesitated for a moment before speaking. "I wish to know my fate, Oisin. What lies ahead for me and my family?" Oisin nodded solemnly. "I will seek the answers in the depths of my visions. Return to me tomorrow, and I will have your answer." The next day, Brendan returned to Oisin's dwelling, his heart pounding with anticipation. The soothsayer welcomed him in and spoke with a grave expression. "I have seen visions of your future, Brendan O'Sullivan," Oisin began. "There is a great destiny that awaits you, but it comes with a heavy price." Brendan's heart skipped a beat. "What do you mean, Oisin? What fate awaits me?" "It is foretold that a daughter will be born to you in Siofin," Oisin continued. "But her existence will bring about a great tragedy. The bloodshed that will follow her will be unlike anything seen before in Ireland. 3 renowned heroes will lose their lives because of her." Brendan was struck with fear and confusion. He could not bear the thought of such a dark fate befalling his family. Determined to protect his unborn daughter, Brendan made a solemn vow. "I will do everything in my power to prevent this tragedy," Brendan declared. "I will hide my daughter away from the world, where no eye shall see her nor ear hear of her." Oisin nodded solemnly. "It is a heavy burden you bear, Brendan O'Sullivan. But know this, sometimes our efforts to change fate only serve to fulfill it." With a heavy heart, Brendan returned home and shared Oisin's prophecy with Siofin. They both agreed to keep their daughter hidden from the world, prying eyes and whispered rumors. When their daughter, Aisling, was born, Brendan took swift action. He enlisted the help of 3 trusted men, and together they journeyed to a remote, hidden mountain. There they carved out a small dwelling in the side of the mountain, far from civilization. Brendan entrusted Aisling to the care of a wise old woman, Maeve, who had served their family for generations. Maeve was to raise Aisling in secrecy, teaching her all she knew of the world, while keeping her hidden from the dangers that awaited outside. Years passed, and Aisling grew into a beautiful young woman. She possessed a rare and ethereal beauty, with eyes as blue as the summer sky and hair as golden as the sun. Despite living in isolation, Aisling's spirit remained bright and her heart pure. Maeve, true to her word, taught Aisling about the world beyond their hidden home. She shared stories of the stars in the night sky, the songs of the birds in the forest, and the gentle whispers of the wind. Aisling learned to love the natural world around her, finding solace in its beauty. But one fateful winter night, as the snow fell softly outside, fate intervened in the form of a weary traveler. Sharon, a young hunter, had lost his way in the mountains and stumbled upon Aisling's hidden abode. Exhausted and near freezing, he knocked on the door, seeking shelter. Aisling, startled by the unexpected visitor, turned to Maeve. "What should we do, foster mother? A traveler seeks refuge at our door." Maeve hesitated, knowing the danger of revealing Aisling's existence to the outside world. "We cannot let him in, my dear. It is too risky." But Aisling's kind heart could not bear to turn away someone in need. "Foster mother, we must help him. It is the right thing to do." With a heavy sigh, Maeve relented, and Aisling opened the door to Siren. She welcomed him in, offering him food and warmth by the fire. "Oh, for this warmth and shelter, I am forever grateful," Siren said, his eyes filled with gratitude. Maeve, ever cautious, warned Siren to keep his presence a secret. "It is not safe for you to stay here, traveler. You must leave at first light." But as the night wore on and the fire crackled softly, Siren and Aisling found themselves drawn to each other. They talked for hours, sharing stories and laughter. In Siren, Aisling found a kindred spirit, someone who saw her for who she truly was. As dawn approached, Siren knew he must leave, but his heart was torn. "I cannot bear to leave you, Aisling. I have never met anyone like you." Aisling, too, felt a deep connection to Siren. "I will never forget you, Siren. You have brought light into my hidden world." Reluctantly, Siren bid farewell to Aisling and promised to return one day. As he journeyed back down the mountain, his heart was filled with thoughts of the beautiful girl he had met. Meanwhile, back in the village, rumors began to swirl of a mysterious beauty living in the mountains. Tales of a girl with eyes like sapphires and hair like spun gold spread like wildfire, capturing the imaginations of all who heard. Among those who heard these tales was Prince Liam, the ruler of the nearby kingdom. Intrigued by the stories, he decided to investigate for himself. With a small entourage, Prince Liam made his way to the hidden mountain where Aisling lived. When they arrived at the small dwelling, Maeve was wary. "Who seeks entry to our humble abode?" she asked, her voice tinged with suspicion. "We come in peace," Prince Liam replied. "We have heard tales of a fair maiden who dwells here, and we wish to see her with our own eyes." Maeve hesitated, knowing the danger of revealing Aisling to outsiders. But Aisling, curious and fearless, stepped forward. "I am Aisling," she said, her voice clear and strong. "What brings you to our hidden home?" Prince Liam was struck speechless by Aisling's beauty. "I have heard tales of your beauty, but they do not do you justice. Will you come with me to my kingdom, where you will be treated like a princess?" Aisling looked to Maeve, who nodded her approval. "I will come with you, Prince Liam, but only if you promise to treat me with kindness and respect." Prince Liam, captivated by Aisling's grace and spirit, readily agreed. He escorted her back to his kingdom, where she was greeted with great fanfare and celebration. Aisling, now known as the Princess of the Highlands, was showered with gifts and adoration. But despite the luxury and comfort of her new life, Aisling could not forget about Siren, the young hunter who had captured her heart. She spent her days wandering the castle gardens, lost in thoughts of their brief but meaningful encounter. Meanwhile, Siren could not get Aisling out of his mind. He returned to the mountains every chance he got, hoping to catch a glimpse of the mysterious beauty who had stolen his heart. But try as he might, he could not find her hidden dwelling again. Months passed, and Aisling's presence in the kingdom brought about a newfound sense of joy and prosperity. The people adored her for her kindness and grace, and Prince Liam found himself falling deeply in love with her. One day, while walking in the castle gardens, Aisling heard a familiar voice calling her name. She turned to see Saren standing before her, his eyes filled with longing. "Aisling, my love, I have searched for you everywhere," Saren said, his voice trembling with emotion. "I could not forget you, no matter how hard I tried." Aisling's heart leaped with joy at the sight of Saren. "Oh, Saren, I have missed you so. But I am bound to my duties here in the kingdom." Saren took her hands in his. "Then let us escape together, my love. We can leave this kingdom behind and start anew, far away from here." Aisling hesitated, torn between her love for Saren and her duty to Prince Liam and the kingdom. But in her heart, she knew where she truly belonged. "I cannot leave my responsibilities behind, Saren," Aisling said, tears glistening in her eyes. "But know this, my heart will always belong to you." With a heavy heart, Saren bid farewell to Aisling, knowing that their love was not meant to be. He returned to the mountains, his heart heavy with longing. Meanwhile, back in the kingdom, Prince Liam had noticed Aisling's growing sadness. He approached her with concern, his heart breaking at the sight of her tears. "My love, what troubles you?" Prince Liam asked gently, taking her hands in his. Aisling looked into his eyes, her own eyes filled with tears. "I cannot deny my love for another, Prince Liam. My heart belongs to Saren, the young hunter who captured my heart." Prince Liam's heart shattered at her words, but he knew he could not force her to stay. With a heavy heart, he released her from their betrothal and watched as she left the kingdom, her heart heavy with longing. Aisling returned to the mountains, where she found solace in the familiar surroundings. She spent her days wandering the forests and fields, her heart aching for the love she had lost. Months passed, and one day, as she was walking by a clear, sparkling lake, Aisling heard a familiar voice calling her name. She turned to see Saren standing on the shore, his arms outstretched towards her. "Aisling, my love, I have searched for you everywhere," Saren said, his voice filled with longing. "I could not forget you, no matter how hard I tried." Aisling's heart leaped with joy at the sight of Saren. Without hesitation, she ran into his arms, her tears mingling with his. "Oh, Saren, my love, I have missed you so," Aisling whispered, her voice filled with emotion. "I thought I had lost you forever." Saren held her tightly, never wanting to let her go. "I will never leave your side again, my love. We will be together for eternity." And so, Aisling and Saren lived out their days by the sparkling lake, their love for each other growing stronger with each passing moment. They built a small cottage by the shore, where they lived in peace and happiness. As for Prince Liam, he never forgot about Aisling. He honored her memory by ruling with kindness and compassion, bringing prosperity to his kingdom. And every year, on the anniversary of Aisling's departure, he would visit the lake where she had found happiness with Saren, offering a single white lily in remembrance of their love. And so the tale of Aisling and Saren, the hidden princess and the young hunter, became a legend in the land of Ireland. It was a story of love that transcended time and fate, proving that true love knows no boundaries. Kindly subscribe my channel and share your thoughts. It means a lot. Thank you for watching.